And we are live. We're actually live 13 seconds before the stream was supposed to start, so this is double timeliness. Is this a debate thing? No, Asim. It is a live thing, and it is recorded. I am here with SirAlex. You guys might have seen him in various Discords, or you might have seen a screenshot of his paid gems floating around Discord. He is someone who has spent a bit on the game, and he was considering doing a video for himself, kind of explaining his thoughts, and he was asking me for advice. And I thought it'd be more productive to platform him myself and kind of guide things along. So it's easier to do things live versus recorded because we know what we want to say. And it's easy to get into a bit of analysis paralysis or trying to make the perfect points. Whereas if we just have a discussion, it's easier that way. So I'm trying to give him a platform. I think he's one of the best cases of someone who is negatively impacted by the gem cap. And it is much, and while we've gone around explaining it, and my stance on it at this point is, if you don't understand why it's a problem at this point, you're either ignorant or stupid. But I do think that putting a person to the issue, like a lot of us are just random YouTube faces, but someone who is personally affected by it, telling their exact story, it's a bit harder to go back against that, and I don't think anybody can refute it, honestly. Another word on that, I'm not going to be no violence on this stream. Also, Alex, don't feel the need to act a fool just because you're on my stream. We're chilling. We're just chilling. It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
It was leg day today. I'm listening to. I got all my anger out in the gym earlier this morning, so I'm chilling. I do want to say though, if anyone has disagreements, I am not going to argue with them on any comments section or social media. I've been trying to direct them to debate me on stream, and it's very weird that anyone who can seemingly be aggressive about this topic and keep repeating talking points that have been heavily refuted by everyone on the planet, no one can seem to come on stream and want to debate it. It's very, very strange how none of them have balls. Anyways, no violence, I promise. But Alex, you want to introduce yourself right quick?
Yeah, so, I'm SirAlex. I started to play the game actually on day one.
Oh, earlier than me.
But then I left when Lightning got a 35 CP because I spent more than 200k gems on that, and that gave me quite anxiety, especially being a whale. I was like, all right, this is going to definitely burn my wallet to the ground if I don't stop this. There was no PT, there was off banner stuff. You remember that probably. So it was not a good time. So I left, and then I came back at RCLS banner, EX Plus in June or
Doesn't
July,
matter what it is.
2 years ago. Yeah, So, and then I started to play. The game was much better than I remember. Pity system, overall more generators, most polished. So I felt like investing quite a bit on it, because obviously I was getting things in return. And I got hooked, and I'm here today. So I accumulated quite a lot of gems in general. And the recent change kind of messed me up a bit, so I'm not really sure how we're going to move forward. I'm just valuing my options to see if I want to aim at reaching the cap, which is kind of stupid because obviously I had a lot of gems.
Real quick, can you give us some context for how much? Well, first off, what is the difference between your paid gems and your acquired gems?
Okay, so when the thing got announced at first, I had 1.6 million paid gems, and
Okay.
I had around 600k acquired gems.
Okay.
I bought the mock pass since the very beginning, so since the first one, the
Premium pass?
one.
The premium pass
Yeah, the
can
premium
consistently
pass.
since it's been purchased,
Yeah.
since it's been available. Gotcha.
Yep. Then I got, I think, a bit less than 30 customs. I'm not a customs collector, but I like quite a few of them, so I just got all the ones I really liked. All 4 units I really loved. So I think a bit less than 30 of them. And then early on, I got the packs with the EX realization mats, the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, these days, since I don't need anything. I got all the weapons. They're all maxed. I got all the BTs. Obviously, they're not all green, but still, I don't need much from the packs except the BT plus ones. So these days, just go with mob pass and BT plus packs, and that's pretty much it. And costumes here and there when there's a chance.
Right. So how much would you say you spend on the game per month, on average?
That's something that a whale usually try not to ask themselves.
Okay,
too much,
never mind.
So they go into depression.
All right, let's not think about that.
No, let's go. I think that now, if I ask myself, then I have to look at the numbers, and I'm like, holy shit, what could I have done with this one? And I don't that's not safe. But I think that these days, if you just say the BT packs, it's like 75, 150. If I get both the packs per month, that's already around, I don't know, 300 euros. Good. Then you put the mod pass, so 340, and then say cost like maybe 400 euros.
Okay.
Put it that way. Yeah. These days.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to put in there also is money has different value to different people, and just
Obviously.
Speaking for myself, I don't spend that much on the game that much, but different levels of income value money differently. This is something that the people probably, minor violence, people with jobs probably don't understand. But if you make enough money, I make 500 a month on YouTube. So if I were to put that back in the game, I wouldn't notice. But that's obviously different to some other people who don't make as much. So we really shouldn't be in people's pockets. It's disposable income. Other people spend money on various different things, like motorcycles, movie, travel, expensive food, dinners, etc. So it being collected into a video game isn't necessarily a bad thing. So I think that argument's pretty poor. But let's get back to you. So you usually spend that much. Good.
Yeah, it's not consistent every month. It really depends. I have a family, I have 2 kids, so that comes first. Obviously, being a whale, it's a form of addiction in a way. It's like sometimes like a drug. It's hard to control.
Everyone
yourself.
has their vices.
So, but let's say I don't ruin myself over this. Okay, some things come first. If I don't have them to spend for a month, then I just don't spend them. Okay, but if I do have, because I have a job, I don't do other stuff, as you just said, then I will go on.
Yep. And
what I do expect, though, is things in return. Like, I support the game, obviously, because I'm a whale. As a whale, I pay, and the money goes to Square Enix and to the game itself. Mm-hmm. But I'm not Santa Claus. So if they were putting like a 40 years pack with nothing, just, hey, buy this pack to support the game, and that's it, I will not buy it because I'm investing in the game, which also means I'm supporting, but it's not like, oh, I just want to support the game. Well, yes, obviously, but I'm also getting stuff. So I got the mod pass, I got the costumes, I got I got enjoyment for the game because I enjoy the game.
Yes,
because
disposable income. You know, you don't care as much about that money. One thing I want to interject, not quite related, but we're gonna save super chats for the end because we're gonna focus on the discussion. I told Alex not to read chat because y'all are fucking distracting. And I'll maybe chime in a little with what you're saying, but super chats I'm gonna save those for like near the end of the stream. So if you do something now, just wait for me to acknowledge it later. And we are going on Sunday because he is in a different time zone, and it would be more convenient to do that. So that's why.
That's good.
Yeah. But it makes sense if you're if the gem cap as it is going to be currently implemented is put in place in global, you will not be able to spend these things on the game, and that is a net profit loss. And the issue is that you are being punished for not spending the way they wanted you to, which is ridiculous, and it's a net negative in income. So what are your thoughts going into the 300K cap?
Well,
and how is it affecting your plans?
That's a bit because I pull on everything. So I'm not a hoarder. I've read, so this is probably a bit of a segue, but I've read quite a few times people saying just stop hoarding, problem solved. Okay, and that to me is a take that really it kind of pisses me off because I'm not trying to hoard. Like, if you're telling me don't hoard paid gems, you're telling me not to whale. And if you're saying that, then you probably should try to work at Square Enix because you'd be pretty popular these days. But if you're telling me instead to do not hoard the free gems, which is a bit more valid, then can I throw some very boring numbers for a minute?
Go ahead. We love it.
All right. So I play for 20 months. So if we say that roughly the game gives out 75k gems per month. So that's already is 1.5 million free gems, completely free gems. Then we have the permanent content, right? That's sitting there for a new player. That can be like 1 million, 1.5 million, again, free gems. Then there's like
one thing. Please don't be a actually about this comments and chat. The numbers are rough estimates.
Yeah, obviously.
Please.
Yeah. It just
you really have to say that for some people.
Yeah, it's just to give an idea. And then let's leave aside, I don't know, stream rewards, special like entropy missions and stuff like that. Then when I buy the packs, most of the time, half the gems are going to the free ones. So I'm not buying full paid gems. Like customs is 4.5k in the paid gems and 4.5k in the free ones. So overall, since I had 1.6 million paid gems, I can assume that I got at least 1 million free gems from that. So it's 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1. It's almost like it's 4 million free gems. And I have 600k now. That means I'm not hoarding shit.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of stuff actually. I spend more than 3 million free gems. It's just that the game is made in a way that I will never touch my paid gems. It's just how it is. Of course, I don't like throw gems just because I tend to I use gems in one banner per cycle, the BT one. On that banner, I get the BT no matter the cost because I can, all right? And then the others, I go tickets if I can. If I don't have tickets, then I will go gems until I build my tickets up. In 20 months, I run out of tickets twice.
20
That's
months.
just, yeah. So, and I mean and one of them was KSIP LD, and I had 1,300 tickets. I burned them all, and then I got a PT on KSIP. So that was a massive, insane bad luck, all right? Otherwise, I would have probably gone ahead without burning all my tickets for a long time. So the game is just generous, man. I don't know what to do. I'm not hoarding. It just how the game is.
Here's really what cuts through that argument. What if someone says stop hoarding, and you say I have everything? What do I spend my gems on? Well, you shouldn't have hoarded. That's probably the only. You should have known that there would be a gem cap in the future. Like that, it just doesn't make any sense. This Zachary Henry. Okay, maybe I'll assume he hasn't been paying attention. I don't understand why people are upset. I'm unable to buy a costume for $40. I still have $40. What's the issue? Square Enix just saved you money. Well, what if you're not understanding what disposable income is? So you were probably going to spend that somewhere regardless. And if they are removing the choice, you cannot choose to spend that money if you wanted to. Personally, $40 is not a lot of money. If you're well off decently, $40 you kind of sneeze at it. So saving that much money is trivial. And if you still don't get after that, you can come on stream and debate me. Anyways, back to you, Alex.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think I would leave the game if I couldn't buy any costumes.
Sorry. You said you would not leave the game if you could not buy costumes.
I don't think I would leave the game after all I spent if I could not buy any costumes at all. Say it's one aspect. Okay, I can't buy costumes. Can I live without it? It will suck a lot, especially if you look like, I don't know, Tifa, Aerith in the future. That would really, really suck. But all right, okay, I can live with that costumes, gameplay, and it's what matters, blah, 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 whatever. Then you put Mog Pass in it.
Mog Pass, yeah, that's huge.
That's huge, especially because I'm like, all right, so this is a single-player game, okay? So the fact that a complete free-to-play, well, except for the Mog Pass, all right, but a near free-to-play can get an ultimate weapon way before me, who I've spent for years. It doesn't affect my game, which is true, but still, why? Like, what's the sense in it? Like, I
how
really
dare
don't
you
get
not
it.
spend money the way I want you to? Yeah, that's the biggest kick in the dick. The people being locked out of Mog Pass.
It's crazy. Like,
yeah.
I can live without it, sure, but why should I? Like,
Yeah, why? What if I don't want to?
Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, So, and that's why I kind of started to consider to actually trying to reach the cap. Obviously, I'm not throwing gems at everything. Like, I'm not burning 1.6 million gems or 2 million gems on one banner just because. But I started to say, all right, okay, from now on, I'm only spending gems until I get the weapons. The game hurt me because Gilgamesh took me 800G because I had to be. Yeah, so no LD in 800G. So I was like, all right, game, I see you. I understand you're telling me this is the right path. But I say, okay, if I spend gems from now on until I'm at the 300k, then I probably would have built enough tickets to then start saving gems back. And then, but even if I do that, so even if I manage to do that, first of all, I cannot stop at 300k. I have to go way lower because at the very minimum, I will have to buy the Mog Pass and some costumes because that's just enjoying the game. So it's not like, even if we put aside all the advantage like BT plus mats, let's leave that aside. But like costumes, the flavor of the game, it's important. So I will have to say to go around, I don't know, 100k, so that I'm able to PD something if I need to, if I'm very unlucky with tickets, and then start build things back up. But the issue is that I will eventually reach the cap again. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
So, and I'm not so sure this is going to work either because that will mean I cannot buy everything I want because I have to stay away from the cap. So I'm a whale now. At best, I'd be turning into a dolphin. Or I mean, what DFFO usually consider a dolphin. So someone that buys the Mog Pass and customs here and there. So how, I just don't understand how that could be a good thing for the game. Because I want to stand, even if I apply, all right, okay, you put the cap, fine, I'll play your game, I will reach the cap, then what? Were you expecting me to buy same as before? I won't. There's no way, because once I reach the cap, I have to live by the cap.
Yep.
And no way I can live by the cap.
Yep, agreed. I was laughing because Square Enix can we get a donation quality of life. I'll take a few 100k from you.
Yeah.
I want to put my numbers out there too. I have never, the only time I've ever reached 0 gems in the game was year 1 when Clouds EX came out, and that was the first time I spent on the game. And I think I bought a $40 gem pack so I could get Clouds EX. And ever since then, I have never hit 0 gems. So my paid gems have just been accumulating since then. And I think I'm at 180k paid now, and I've been playing for 4 years. And my pull videos are on I don't pull on everything, but I don't want everything. And really, you're just getting, I'm not hoarding either. I pull on a bunch of things, but some things I just don't want to use, so I don't get it. And I get premium. I started getting premium pass ever since what was it? C90 started, because I want the cores and I have the disposable income, and I just buy less costumes. But now I'm like, all right, well, if I'm gonna hit the cap faster, I'm gonna just not buy like costumes I might have been on the fence about. Now I'm just not gonna buy them. It's a net negative in money, and I really don't think anyone, and I'm honestly convinced at this point, anyone who doesn't get it is just either, again, largely unintelligent. And some of the comments, like some of the people making these really garbage takes on other people's comments videos, I look up their comment history in my videos, and they've said dumb things. So I'm like, oh yeah, it checks out. It checks out. They've been dumb consistently. So
yeah. I mean, and that is true that many people aren't affected, like, it's not directly affecting like free-to-play players, right? Because they will, I mean, if they're actually pure free-to-play, so they spend nothing at all, then sure, they will never be personally affected. But anyone else, even if we know the game won't last for 20 years, but anyone else who spend even just a little bit, eventually you will be affected. And even if the game dies before, the fact that you're removing the waves from the equation entirely, either because they can't spend and they're not like me who are considering going below 300k, or those like me who are considering going below 300k and then will have to start doing differently from then on. So either way, whales are no more.
Yeah.
So and then the game will die.
Well, actually, let's differentiate. It's not whales are no more. It's your type, because I know you wanted to say there's different types of whales, and there's people like you who are above the cap.
Me.
Yeah, let's talk more about that.
Yeah. So I would say that the whales like me, who are not afraid, like who are lucky enough to be able to spend money on the game consistently, then will have to always try to stay below the cap. So they are turning to either free to play or dolphins at most. At that point, you don't have big spenders anymore, right? You don't have the big whales who usually are the 1% that really actually makes the game going on, you know? Right. So I was thinking that even if there's been a lot of talks about end of service being the reason why this cap was introduced, and to me that's just nonsense.
I don't think it checks
nothing.
Out
there's nothing really that can make you say that. Even if you look at JP, it seems like the game is just going. They're releasing new stuff. They're teasing future stuff. They removed all the requirements from the BT Plus, which is like, well, why would you do that if the game's done in a month?
By the way, on the end of service point, while I don't agree with it, I'm fine with people speculating about that, because I want people to get scared and threaten their money to go away. I think it's a net positive if we keep end of service in the conversation, just so Square Enix, so it shakes up consumer confidence and it lights a fire under Square Enix's ass to get on this, because it's been over a week now, which is ridiculous. On top of that, this stream, stuff like this, us talking about it. Josh is a smart guy. I'm not going to put words in his mouth, and none of this is Josh's fault, by the way. So if you're blaming Josh or anything, you're an absolute fucking moron. Miss me with that. But we are talking about it and getting it around social media, making more noise. Whatever brain dead executive had this idea, Josh can point to stuff like this stream and the hashtag and all the videos and say, look at all this. They don't like it. Let's turn it back around. This is how things get changed. Okay, so keep going.
Yeah. No, I think it took already, to be honest, again, not Josh's fault, but it took already way too long, especially if you think that a change like this should have thought through before being announced already. So that's already a huge fault. And then it's been announced that you got all the backlash, all the response from the community. Then, get your shit together. It can't take that long. I understand, time zones and all that, but it's not. You already got so many suggestions from the community, and the fact that the community is not even against the cap itself, people, right? If you look at the comments and the videos and the feedback threads, there's very few people who are saying just remove the cap entirely, because we don't know why it's been implemented. I don't know. I had no idea. So I've given them the benefit of the doubt that the reason why the cap is here, it's a good one. All right. Mm-hmm. If there's good reason. It's still a shitty way to implement this. That's no good reason to put the cap in the way they're doing it.
Right.
So there may be a good reason for the cap, but whatever that is, it's not good enough to put it the way it is.
Yeah, what if they just added a zero? There's a lot of ways to fix it. Add a zero onto it. Convert all current restart the counter. Convert all current paid gems to acquired gems, and then say all right, don't go over that. That wouldn't blindside people. It is not the cap specifically. It is the implementation of the cap.
Yeah,
that is the issue. If again, other games have put in a cap, and there's that. Mino brought it up in his Reddit post. The Dragon Quest Tact or whatever it's called, they put in a cap that nobody can reach, so nobody could care. It's just the lack of context around this that is not good. So that's also something getting tripped up. Goose is agreeing with you. You put it a good way that end of service is a consequence at this point, not a cause. Yep. I don't think anyone can argue successfully that they are going to make more money. And again, guys, you can keep arguing with the Zach Henry guy, but if he doesn't want to come on stream, he's a giant pussy. It's either put a voice to your name and hash it out live, or just don't talk, bro. Because I'm really sick of it. It's very obvious when people don't get it at this point, and you're just kind of flexing your ignorance. I'm on YouTube for a comment section for a reason. It's just an opinion. Relax. Should I ban him? He might.
Wait, am I missing out at this point? Because you told me not to watch. But
No. He's saying,
I'm
because
like,
I told him come on stream, and if you won't talk about it, be quiet. I told him stop concern trolling. And he said no
right.
need for the name calling, because I called him. I could call you something worse than a loser if you like. You're not listening. You're not informing yourself. We've already explained why you're wrong. So if you don't want to come on live, I really don't have time for you. So if you keep saying dumb shit, I'm just gonna ban you off my channel. Real talk. If you say something again and it's not okay, I'll come on stream. Let's set it up. I'll hit you up on Twitter. You're just gone from my channel. So watch your words. I really have no time for that bullshit anymore. I know you. Let's go back to your points though. How premium Mog Pass could be 1/3 of the cap already. What did you mean by that?
oh, yeah, no, because it's that was about the people say it doesn't affect me because I play like since I don't know whenever, and I'm nowhere near the cap. Same as let's put you, okay? You're 100k gems, right? So if you go the premium Mog Pass, so the point I'm trying to make is that it's not just whales, but it's also dolphins. Like we already covered the fact that whales are the most affected by it, and that's a huge part of the sports of the game. But it's not just those. So when I was saying if you're purely free to play, you're not affected directly, all right? But if you're a dolphin, so if you buy the Mog Pass, since it was introduced, I think it was like 18 months. So that's around 80k gems that you have already built up. So that's 1/3. Then I got 27, 28 costumes. I can't remember. I think we got, how many we got? 70, 80 costumes. So if you buy half of them, which again, it's a lot for many, but it's not unreasonable for a dolphin, okay? That's another 1/3. So you're already at 2/3 of the cap. So you want to be careful because you can't buy anything else. You literally can't buy anything else. And if you keep on just buying costumes and mock passes, you will get there. And if you've done it since if you bought costumes at original pace and you got the mock pass since it was introduced, the premium one, you're already at 2/3 of the cap. So you're far, because yes, you're still like 1k away, which is not something. You're not a whale, so you never build that 1k in 1 month, all right? But still, you're not that far. We know that JP is 9 months ahead. So in 9 months, things start to build up. So it really affects directly more people than we immediately realize. And then it obviously affects everyone else by, because it affects those who spend the game.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point that I wanted to bounce off of. It's one of the other issues that I've seen people bring up, or bad ideas I've seen people bring up, is it doesn't affect the majority of people, and that is thinking about it completely wrong, because not all people are weighed equally in the equation. Because let's do the. Are you familiar with the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule?
Absolutely not, but I'm curious.
It's kind of like in a business. 20% of your customers are going to pay 80%, or going to make 80%.
Right.
That sort of thing. So
sure.
the 20% of the people who have 80% of the impact on the revenue are the spenders, and probably like it's not. Let's not to get too much into numbers, but it's the big spenders that make up a large chunk. So let's say we have 100 people, 95% of them are not paying a single thing. 95 people are not paying, 5 people are. Those 5 people contribute to, let's say, I don't know, 90% of the income, right? So if you lose one of those 5 people, that is taking a larger percentage of the income out. So it's not right to think about it as the number of people that are affected. How many people actually putting into the overall revenue are affected? And that's what kills things. And
sorry, I want to point out just one thing. That doesn't mean in any way that ways are better than the others. Like it's not sure. There's a small percentage of people, including like, for example, myself, who are contributing like financially to the game more than the free to play next to you. But that's not a judgment. It's just how things are. It's not like I'm gonna say, oh, I'm better than you because I spend. That's nonsense. It's just that things are this way. That's just how money works,
Right. I mean, I need to not. Maybe I shouldn't read my chat either because this Zachary guy's still being dumb. He's on the verge of ban.
I'm definitely missing out at this point.
I know it's just he keeps talking. I can't respect people who can't like speak up for their, especially because he pulled a I don't care card and it's just my opinion card.
Is there a question?
He said I missed the Mog Pass part. Have you not been listening? What the fuck? That's oh my god! I might need to ban you for just how. Oh, okay, inhale.
Hey, you said no violence.
I don't understand. We said it multiple times. There's been Reddit posts, videos, documented evidence. The Japanese player who said he cannot buy Mog Pass, who has 4 million gems, and he said, I can't buy Mog Pass. Everyone and their mother has said it. We've said it. People in chat said it, and you said you're chatting, and you missed that somehow? Honestly, he learned, but one more thing, bro, and you're fucking getting snapped. Oh man, I don't get. Oh, okay.
So long for the no violence, man.
It's just I don't understand how people can't listen, bro. I don't. Yeah, we need a flow chart for this guy to figure it out. Anyways, but have we covered your points yet?
I think so. Yeah, I think because the rest of the stuff is just like everyone knows how this works. Well, now we know that not everyone knows how this works, clearly. But yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, the point at the end was just that, as I said before, the end of service is not being, it's not the cause, but it surely is the consequence. I really hope they just try to mimic one of the other games where there's a cap, without realizing that it just doesn't work here because the game is different and the gems and the purchases are different in this game. Well, maybe I should not hope that because it means they're pretty dumb. But at least it should be kind of an easy fix. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm just going back over your points that you sent me beforehand. I think we did hit everything.
I think so.
Yeah. It's just crazy. I think I've seen multiple people saying it's killing their enthusiasm on the game. Me included. Honestly, it definitely killed a bit of my enthusiasm. Honestly, because it feels really bad that they won't. Because just to be clear, Josh said he's passing the feedback on. They haven't said they're going to do anything actionable. So we don't know. I really wish they'd communicate. We need to keep the pressure up, keep talking about it. If they only decide to respond by the live stream, that's honestly unacceptable in my eyes at this point, because it's pretty much unanimous in the community about that this being pretty messed up. It doesn't take long to put a response together. I have a job. If something this is like the outlier of things that could potentially go wrong. And when there's a big emergency like this, a lot of people threatening to get rid of their money, you jump on this grenade and you figure it out ASAP. And the radio silence is only it's only making things worse. People are only going to speculate more. There's more infighting. me getting irritated at people for not paying attention. I see Zachary. You said it can go back on the stream and rewatch it. Yes, please pay attention to my channel. Excalibur, Jin Lee, pretty much everyone and their mother in the community. There's Reddit posts explaining why it's bad. The information's out there at this point, so please inform yourselves. Whatever weirdo exec that came up with this, pay a bit more attention to the game before you do stupid stuff like this, because no matter what, even if they reverse it back, it's still live in JP now. And I looked at I was talking to Mino, he sent me a Twitter search for some of the like gem cap and whatever. And like Japanese players, there's some of them that are pissed too. Obviously, we don't have a good eye into their community, but this is pretty much universally like this ain't it. I mean, again, it's pretty visceral when you see like that whale with like 4 million gems who's like, I can't buy anything. I guess I'm quitting the game now.
Yeah, that's the thing that worried me a bit, to be honest, though, because like the thing was announced. I remember when someone posted, I think in the TCC Discord, when the thing was first announced in JP, and then I think a month passed before it actually being implemented. Obviously we don't know, at least I don't know how the GP community react in that time frame, like in that month. or if they just wait because they got no info, like we
Nothing.
did, because they got like OPOP. So people were actually sure if you couldn't buy, for example, the mod pass, like we are now, because we have forecasts. But I'm not sure if they were just waiting to see if you could still get the mod pass, if there were like additional changes to the packs and stuff like that. But it scared me a bit. So like, okay, it's been for a month, the announcement, and I'm sure someone got questions, someone got like feedback, and it still got implemented, and it's still live now, and nothing is changing. So I'm not particularly positive, to be honest, but yeah. So I guess it's a bit different because they had no idea how it actually worked until it was up. While we do have the luxury to know before. So it's only fair that we get our voice heard way more than them.
Yep, and I think this was you that brought it up in Discord, which was pretty funny. That they had the anniversary. What was it? 10% gems back?
Yeah,
was it?
Fuck me! Like, I can't believe it. That goes into my. I mean, I can't believe. And we got all the packs of the world and more during the anniversary, which is one of the most successful anniversary ever. Which is true. It was amazing.
Yeah, what a great anniversary they had for this game.
I mean, and I bought my fair share as usual, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting. And when I got the, after the stream, and I got the co-op gems, I'm like, oh my fuck, what? Can I please give them back? Can I please give them, I don't know, any tickets? Can I get turned into tickets? I don't want your gems. Please don't give me more gems. It's just crazy, man. I don't know.
Hey, let's incentivize you for buying things and then penalize you for buying right afterwards. Like that's honestly, like, this makes such little sense that I am almost confident that this was just a boneheaded corporate decision, and somebody's like, all right. I remember I read it in some book once, but they realized the best way to show someone they're wrong is to agree with them and do what they want, and do exactly what they want and show them that it's stupid. So I'm certain some bald, weird old executive is eating shit right now, and you deserve to, because you need to not kneecap your communities and pay attention before you just slap on arbitrary numbers. People in the chat saying. I'll start going through super chats now. IWC, we had $2 earlier. Thank you for that. And then $5 again. I only have 5k paid gems, and I don't feel like playing that much right now. Yeah, I haven't even done the new JP intersecting. Well, just because I don't feel like it. I've been playing Metroid Prime 3 all weekend. Yeah, malicious compliance. Excalibur. What irritates me is the toxic people who keep asking, why do I want to buy more gems when I have a stash already? And try to say you're not supposed to save in a gacha game. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Just throw it all away? Like I use my resources when I want to, and just
but as I said, I swear to God, I'm not saving. I have I want. That's part of why I like the game, and that's why I wail because I want everything. And so far, it was a pretty good relationship. Like, I spend, you give me everything.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Let's go on that way. So I spent 4 million gems since I started the game in June. Not even 2 years ago.
What should we spend on?
Yeah.
God, ASIM had a question. I'm trying to find it right now, but it's Square Enix person. If you're listening, I will gladly, trust me, I like large Genshin anime titties more than default right now. So I will gladly put my money over there if y'all don't want it. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, I want to. I love this game so much, but why don't y'all want my money, bro? It's oh yeah, here we go. I found ASIM's question. This for you, Alex. If Defo decides to stay at 300,000 gems cap without change at all for months and months, is your enjoyment of the game as a whale less or more of the same?
No, it's like, as I said, I can live without costumes, but then everything adds up. Like, okay, let's start the less important things. It's the BT plus mats for me of what I buy right now. So, okay, can I live without it? Yeah, sure. I have so many gems. I can go to 400G tokens for eternity, get crap ton of books, and then so I can make that up. All right. Then it's like, all right, no costumes though. Like, that sucks a bit.
Yeah, like put Tifa in Eric in the dress, bro. Like, what?
I'm Italian, so I feel like they should give me Tifa dress for free if I can't buy it anyway. But that's a bit starts to be a bit too much, because we all play. Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is great. The missions are fantastic, but in the end, it's because it's Final Fantasy. It's all the years from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And the costumes, the way they look, the way we are touched them, it's part of it. So it's what sells. the flavor of the game.
I just want to say, chat. We're winding down a bit more, so if you have more questions or anything now to throw out there, now's the time. But I'm just reading. They implemented the cap so they can kill the game without releasing Riku or more tactics characters.
Yeah, could actually be.
This is only going to age worse when the Shinryu Mog Pass buffs come. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Then you got the costumes. All right, that starts to be a bit annoying, but I can live without them. And then the Mog Pass. So all these combined, it's like no, I can't. I feel like I can't play the game like that
the way I want to
without everything, and especially because I don't know why. So yes, I don't have a good reason. So I can't. So that's why I'm considering going down to 300k, because even though I'm not used to be that low in gems, I'm not used to, think about, okay, can I PT 3 times in a row and stuff like that, because I usually don't need to. Still, I want to try and still enjoy the game. And I know that if I keep my 2 million gems and then the game dies, those 2 million gems will give me nothing. All right. And I know I'll be miserable in the next few months because, all right, here's Tifa customs. Well, too bad. Fuck off. And moving on. And no Mog Pass. And hey, look at my second max ultimate weapon. I'm like, right. So I spent a shit ton on the game and I got one. Yeah, good on you, I guess, but it still sucks. So that's the only reason why I'm considering, because I know that while I can play the game with all my gems, it would not be the same. It would not be as enjoyable. Yep. So that's the only reason why I'm trying to consider that.
Mr. Styles, I hate that I need to do the math on how many more premium passes and other things I can buy before this becomes an issue. I just want to spend what I want, support the game. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Like, let me throw my money away and not, like, we already had to start thinking about how much money do I spend. I don't want to think about it. It just makes makes no sense. Boycott the live stream. I mean, other than putting, like, I don't know. It depends on what Josh says at the beginning of the stream. I do not endorse harassment of any of the community managers. That is dumb and not productive. Putting hashtag stop the cap in the chat. I don't think that would be disruptive unless Josh says not to. Because Josh knows, and again, Josh is smart. He probably knows that this is bullshit. Real talk. He probably I don't see how anyone doesn't understand that it's bullshit unless you haven't been paying attention. So Josh probably knows, bro. I wouldn't put it past him. Josh is smart. By the way, Josh, I know you're listening to this. Please rematch me in Guilty Gear, bro. You beat my ass so much. I want to beat his I know again. It doesn't stand about hoarding. Here's the other big thing I wanted to say. Like, the people, like, a lot of the community, like, rides the coattails of, like Excalibur, Theologica. I know y'all watch their videos and read their guides, bro. These are people who are saying they're hurting by the cap. And to turn around and say, fuck y'all. Like, that's the wildest thing to me. That's just the general lack of human empathy and understanding. So it's killing me, bro. Sax King, thanks for remembering up again, my friend. Josh is in a very difficult position, and I do not envy him. It sucks for him. If Josh is smart, why does he keep his cat? What does that mean? Again, there's nothing really you can really do on the stream. The best thing you can do is vote with your wallet, ultimately. Josh is living in your head rent-free and Strive. Bruh, I've never gotten my ass kicked that badly in a game. Wing B, thanks for remembering up again. Or are you saying, Alex?
No. I'm afraid it will be like a Vincent 2.0, where he doesn't have anything. I'm scared for him if he goes to the stream and he has nothing concrete to say.
Yeah, because he's not. He doesn't have he's the PR guy. People think that he like codes the game. Like he's a communicator, and if he has nothing to communicate, communication's a two-way street, people. So if he says like, yo, like they don't like it, and they say like, oh, but fuck you. what is Josh supposed to tell us? Like, you can't just say like our CEOs told you to guys go fuck yourselves. The game's ending. Like, you can't say that. So it's really unfortunate. So yeah, Josh should not receive any type of harassment or anything, because that's probably the worst possible thing you can do. But yeah, your wallets are the most powerful thing in this scenario. They want to vent their anger on someone, and Josh is the unlucky fellow. Yeah, that's unfortunately part of the job. Humanity is stupid. We don't pay Square Enix, just member up. Yeah. If you're yeah. Any of that premium Mog Pass money, just send it to me, bro. Like, it'll go to the right place. I promise you. It only won't go to Genshin. I have a question. Do you think they implemented this in order to stop any type of hoarding before they release big characters? I'm not gonna assume anything because they didn't tell us anything. That's all it is. They didn't tell us anything. That I don't see any point in speculating if they don't want to tell us.
Besides, I don't really think it's usually the way. Like, stop hoarding. It's, for example, in another game I play, which is very generous again, and free to play can amass a huge amount of premium currency, so that you can build the things to run events. So you can have huge stash, and then they released some banners where you could only use paid currency because they wanted the free to play to stop hoarding shit and lower their balances. But in this case, the free to play who are hoarding are not affected. Well, no, are not directly affected. So that's not the way to do that either, because you're not stop hoarding. Like, people who are just randomly buying some, like people like you, for example, you know, you have a decent amount of gems and you bought some mod pass here and there, you got some costumes here and there. You can keep on doing that. So they're not forcing you to go below 300k. So that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
if they
work.
wanted to stop hoarding, it would be a free gem cap and not a paid cap. Also, thanks, Josie Possible. Yeah, a free gem cap, that would be hilarious. That would be funny. I don't know where. Again, the issue is not the cap in itself; it is the implementation. They can put a cap in without it, like suiciding their game. But right now, it's not it. Not supporting Pokemon, yeah, fuck Game Freak. They've been releasing trash games. I'm not playing Pokemon Unite. I'm not playing Gen 9. I'm not playing trash ass Arceus. Pokemon ain't been good since Gen 5. Don't at me. Yeah, give us more ways to pay. Again, we've been saying for a while, like, SirAlex, let us give you money, and then they go and do the opposite. I'd use paid gems on jukebox stuff. If I could just convert gems into costumes, I'd do that. Like, if this is part of a larger situation, then they have still failed because they haven't communicated at all. So it's not a way. We are reacting to what is. We are seeing the gem cap as it is live in JP. There's like, as I was saying before this, all right, let's wait and see what happens. We waited. It's live in JP. We're seeing what happened, and the current implementation is handicapping people and people who want to give them money. And I don't want that in the game. Legends Arceus is good, bro, but I feel you. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think that the system is just flawed in itself for a move like that, because even again, they should never do that. I hope they'll never do this, all right? But when I pay for a pack, why am I getting free gems out of it? Like, I'm paying for the pack.
Yes, free and paid has never mattered.
Why am I getting free gems? Because if I was getting only paid gems, then I could say, well, you're holding paid gems. And that would be true. All right, okay, I see you, because I'm buying just to have more gems. But in this case, it's different because I get half, which is obviously free. And then in this case, those free prevent me to, spend my paid gems. So it just convoluted in itself. It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, having paid only gems in the packs would be quite bad for Dolphins or free to play who will buy mock pass, because they will reach the cap much faster than me, and they are likely to have even more free acquired gems than I have because I spent on everything. So that's not a good solution. If you come with that, don't at me. It was not my fault. That's a bad idea, all right? But it's just to say that the system itself doesn't make sense. It doesn't combine well with the cap. It just doesn't work.
The longer it takes for another statement, the more trust is lost. Yeah, like I said earlier, it doesn't take long to figure something out. This is honestly ridiculous. It's been over a week. What the fuck could possibly be more important than this? That they couldn't hobble together a communication. It's at this point I can't imagine. It's either they are so wildly incompetent that they can't put something together in a week, or they just don't care enough. I don't see any other reasonable solution, because it doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. Everyone get off your ass, get a statement together. So Josh can tell us, like, for real. Like, it's just ridiculous. So please spread the word further to SirAlex CEO, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. Looking at chat some more. I love the background. Thank you. It took me like 5 minutes. Yeah, paid and free gems have not mattered for so long, and then they made it matter out of nowhere with no context. That is wild. You can't buy high armor. Yeah, I don't know. They don't like money. Chat, do you guys have any more questions? Oh, by the way, Alex, do you have a YouTube channel you upload to consistently, by the way?
No, I do. I mean, I do upload runs, but it just it's not. It's nothing crazy, nothing big brain stuff.
Do you want me to plug you? I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
If you really want to, but I'm not. I feel like I love uploading runs, but I'm not committed to do something more, which is what I think
That's
would be
fine.
required.
Some people might want to support you. So
all right, go for it.
How can we find you on YouTube?
That's a good idea. I don't know. I mean, it's SirAlex, but I'm always the same. But hold on a second.
If we search SirAlex Tifo, will you show up?
I don't think so. It's SirAlex Truffle, probably.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I knew that. You comment on my channel. Come on, idiot.
I did, yeah.
Come on. Okay. I'm gonna post your channel in the chat right quick. So if you want to go show some love to his channel, here y'all go, right here. I think we can wrap it up then. I think this has been a good talk, man. You did great. I know, like everyone who always comes on stream with me, they're always worried that they're gonna. Did y'all know? Okay, chat. First off, let me get some clap emojis for Alex for coming on, because he wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Honestly, I didn't tell you before, but you sent me that list of points, and I did not read it until I hopped on the call like 10 minutes prior.
You told me to. You told no wait. You told me. Oh yeah, let's go to bullet. Actually, you told me. Let's some bullet points together. And I'm like, all right, so I'll send you my points. And I was sit there waiting for like 2 days.
Why you gotta tell him?
I'm sure he's gonna come back to me. He's a big YouTuber, so I'm sure in 5 minutes he's gonna come back to me with his points, what he thinks, how we can move from there. I'm sure it's just 5 more minutes, and then you never did. So,
why you put me out there like that?
It was not
Listen,
cool.
I don't know why people don't believe me when I say that I don't prepare for my streams.
Well, I do now.
Yeah, like
awesome.
like Goose had it a real, like I was in a voice chat with Goose like a couple weeks ago. And he's like, "Wow, you really don't prepare at all." I'm like, "Nah, I mean, but the beautiful thing is that you couldn't tell that I didn't prepare, right? That is skill right there." Damn, put me. I mean, eventually more people will believe that I don't prepare. I mean, it's hilarious, and every like, I guess I don't know, but again, dude, you've been great. Again, you didn't ramble. You said your piece. You knew what you wanted to say. I think this is going to be really helpful, just for spreading the word, putting more talks about it. I will be streaming this Wednesday. I'm probably going to be a bit more meaner on ranting hour. I'm probably just going to be going machine gun style through all the bad points, because I've been a little irritated with some of the dumb shit, especially people not being willing to come on streams after being so aggressive on their keyboards. Damn, chat roasted me. Yeah, I deserved it though. Lee Stress, give me Lee Stress, please. Yeah, Goose, he really doesn't. He was watching me play FF13 in voice chat 5 minutes before stream. Yeah, it's a real problem. I think chat's been supporting you. You're gonna get a lot of love in the comments. You did well here, man. I think this is really gonna make a difference.
All right, thank you.
All right, you got anything else?
Thank you for having me. It was a great chance, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and this was much easier than just you trying to draft up a video, right?
You think?
Oh yeah. Why do you think I like stream? That's why. I mean, ranting hour is just me not feeling like making videos and just talking about things. So it's much easier to stream. Agitated hour. Lord, I hate you. Yep. Excalibur, bro, you're the GOAT, dog. For real. Like, I think I told you, my friend who started the game loves your channel. It's real cool seeing people. We're a community, and I'm an introvert. Nobody believes this, and I would prefer to fuck off and not talk to anyone. But it is we anime bullshit aside, we do have power in numbers, and it's good that we are all able to come together like a community on something like this. I think we can close the stream down. Anything else you got? Closing thoughts? I think you already got it.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Square Enix, stop capping and stop your damn gem cap. For real. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks, everyone.